Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. Well, I went out today. I got up this morning and I thought, well, I got a bicycle up. I have two bikes. I have my backup bike, which is a black bike, and I have my good bike. And my good bike has been down for quite some time, and I've been lazy about it and not taking it serious to go get it fixed. So I went out today and I walked it over to the bike place, and I thought, when I'm in that vicinity, I like to look into other stores that's in that area. And so I went over to this book place I like to go to in my town, and like I told you, I bought books there before, and I thought, why not take another look and see what they have there. So I bought a few for $20. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wonderful books. I am delighted with these books. What a wonderful, I got to go back and go over, like there's more. But since I was walking, I could only carry so much. This was awful to carry. I had a bag with me. Thank goodness I decided to bring a bag and carry these. But oh my goodness, I was carrying them on my back. I should have brought my little push thing that I have that you can put groceries in. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I got home with it. I took a bus home. But anyways, let's take a look at what I bought. I got this book here called Ginny, about the Ginny doll. It's just wonderful, these books. I got a lot of reading to do. I've already learned some things already that I didn't even know. And, but anyhow, okay, I was going to veer off to something, but I'm going to not do that right now. This is called Ginny, an American Toddler by A. Glenn Maudville. What do you want? You can't be up here. I just told you that. We had a little talk about this. This is my time. Mwah. Now down you go, and you stay down. Okay. So just all about the Ginny doll. Everything you want. I mean, I hope most things about the Ginny doll, you know, just in here. Now, I don't know if I have a few little Ginny dolls, but they're all up-to-date Ginny dolls. And yeah, it looks like some of the front of the book here is coming out. Or what is this? Oh, this is a price guide. Oh, okay. It's a price guide to the Ginny. Like that's. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh wow, look at that. Wow, yeah. But anyways, yeah, all this is in here about just about the Ginny doll. Just beautiful pictures. Just it's just, if you're into Ginny dolls, this is the book to have, or one of the books to have about the Ginny doll. But anyways, by Maudville. Mandeville? I don't know if that's a U or an N. Let me see on the inside how it looks like. Oh, Mandeville. Mandeville, that's what it is. Mandeville. A-N. So if you want to get this book, this is what I'm telling you. If you want to look into getting one of these books, this here. But for 20 bucks, I got all these books. Now, I have this one already. I just don't know where it is. I haven't been able to put my hand on it. So I know if I just threw it in the pile, it'll all get, it would be just all part of the whole thing. But this is the book on Eton Beauty dolls. I had an Eton Beauty doll that was in the regular chemise with the banner that went across her chest that said Eton Beauty on it. They all kind of came like that. This is the one I had, but not the 1940. Mine was even older than that. It went way back. I don't know where or when. Maybe it was 1940, but trying to look here. It looked like this though. That might have been it right there. Here's Eton Beauty. I have to look into this. I haven't looked in, but yeah, it's all about this is a Canadian doll, I understand, and yeah, it tells you all about how they changed over in time and all this other stuff. So another book I got to read up on. If I find mine, then I have an extra one. Then I haven't been able to locate it. I got this here. This is by John Elroy's Dollhouse Furniture book. Okay, how to make every kind of miniature house furnishing, from early American chairs to modern sofas, refrigerators, rugs, books, even a box of chocolates, and a miniature family, complete with color photos and drawn to size illustrations. Oh my goodness, I was thrilled to see this in there. There are more of these in there I would like to get, but I just was thrilled just to see this here. I would love to get into this. This is something, like, I've got a I don't want to get into that either right now, but I do have a dollhouse I would like to introduce again. It's been sitting for quite some time. I showed it the day I got it, and then I just left it to the I have left it to the left. I put it to the side so that I could show it when the timing is right. But anyways, another great book here. So if you're interested in something like this, you know, it looks good, but I'm not saying it's exactly what I want, but there were more there that I could get. This book is wonderful too. It's called Dressing Dolls, and it is just fantastic when it comes to, you get to know the hats, the blouses, there's patterns, it's just nice to read this stuff though. I'm always reading, like, there are patterns in here too that you could have them copied, and you can sew and make if you wanted to. Beautiful stuff in here, just, oh my goodness. And this is by, let's see if we can find out who made this book as well. It was 1969, it looked like. This is the first copy too. Huh. Printed in Great Britain by Audrey Johnson. So this is a 1969 book, it said. Wow, okay. Sure. I don't know, is there a reprint on it? Oh, there is. 1972, reprinted in 1972. I was looking up here. No, this is not a first edition. This is a reprinted in 1972. Because it just didn't have that 1960 look to it. I don't need the first prints. I don't care about that. If I do, I do. I don't, I don't, you know. Oh, there's something about one of these books, too. Which one was it that I saw that thrills me? Oh, yeah, it's this one. The Eden Beauty doll. The lady who made this book, wrote this book and everything, was Judy Tomlinson, and whoever went to this doll show, it was in Canada. There's a piece of paper in here. Well, it says, okay, I'll just go with it. First Canadian Doll Convention was May 8th to the 10th, 1981, and the lady or whoever bought this book got Judy Tomlinson to sign it. So the author of this book, I've got her signature as well. I'm kind of thrilled with that. So she knows all about, I like to read about her. And yeah, I thought that was nifty to get. All right, let's go to the next one here. This is called The Complete Book of Dolls. I love this book. Oh my goodness. It's all in black and white, but that doesn't bother me. It's the history, the stuff I've learned already in here. I'm just, everything about dolls. Like, if you wanted to know something about dolls, you know, your library, I'm starting to pick up, like, to get a real nice library. And that's what I want. I want a nice doll library. And just where I can just pull a book out and start reading if I need it to. Just every type of, there's dolls in here that I wanted to read about way long ago. I didn't know how to learn more about them. The books, you know what, you can get a little bit on the internet. I always say the internet is great. It is. But it doesn't give you the guts, I think, of what you're looking for. And this is just, I just love this book. I do. I'm in love with this book. I want to read. I just want to sit at nighttime and read. I need a drink. I got drinks. I'm just drinking water. All right. This one. I left it to the last. Now, this one was gifted to me, 20th Century Dolls, by my friend Janet in Iowa. She gifted me this book. But this one here, this is called 20th Century Dolls. It was printed, its first printing was in 1971, and then again in 1974, and then again in 1986. So this is the 86th version of that 1970-ish book. But this one here was printed before my blue one. This is called More 20th Century Dolls, From Bisque to Vinyl, Volumes 1, A to H. I like to get from I to Z. That's my next one. I gotta find that one. I'm wondering if it's in there. I found this one today. This one I already had. This is from Janet. But, we'll put that one off to the side. But this one here is the one that I'm really interested in as well. And it's just, it's just wonderful. I was just looking through it and just going through, and there's some stuff in here that I learned so much. And it actually, if the doll comes from a certain person, they talk about how they got the doll. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's wonderful to see. And there was one place I was reading where somebody thought it was a Shirley Temple doll. They bought it for their daughter, thinking that it was a Shirley Temple doll. And it wasn't. It was this other doll, completely. And a lot in here. I didn't know they made one that went by the alphabet, like A to H and then I to Z. So that was nice to get. Yeah. And this one was printed in, let's see if we can find when this was printed. Oh. I love this inside. I think that makes a nice background. Just if I ever wanted to do some of my dolls, just this as a background in itself. I just put this up like, you know, like this, and just put my dolls in front of it. I've never seen such a beautiful background. I was like, oh my goodness, I can use it as a background to my dolls. But anyways, let's take a look here. Oh yeah, 1981. So, but its first printing was in 74. The first printing to this one was in 1971. So this one came first. 1971. This was copyright 1974. So this was actually first, this book here. So the blue one came out first, and then they revised it. Okay, it probably came out first, like, let's take that off. In 1974, you wouldn't see revised edition on it. It'd probably just be like this. And then in 80-something, 81, they revised it, and they probably put in more or more accurate information too. As they learned more and more, they probably thought, let's get it out correctly. But this one came out a few years later in 1974, and they broke it down even more into 2 volumes. So I like to get the next one, I to Z. That's what I'm going to look for. And when I go back to that shop, I am going to look for the next one. If it's not there, oh well, I will get it somewhere down the road to complete this here, this whole set. I want this whole set. It looks like there's 3 books to this set, and that would be wonderful to have. They're well-made books, just immaculate. They're both immaculate. What do you do with these books? You just sit and you look at them, right? So this would be great to have. Wow, I thought I'd share this with you. Such wonderful books. I got lots of reading whenever I want to start reading some more here. Man, I got about 4 books on the go already that I'm reading. And I got to read my flyers. My flyers came in. So I got my flyers sitting here, and I got to go through them next and see what my groceries are. But that's nil compared to this here. But again, what cost me $20 is just take this one out. And I paid $20 for those books. That's it. That's what I paid for, $20 for those books. I'm just thrilled by it. And I probably put out already $40 in books. That's probably, if I added it the last time, I think it was $20 or something like that. Or $25, so about under $50 I put in for books. And this is wonderful. This is the way you want to buy them if you can. And he's still got more. There's more there. Now, I don't want to get everyone because a lot of them are price guides. And those prices are long gone. And a lot of it is repetition to what I have already. I might get a few, but I can't get them all. There's boxes of them. I wouldn't know where to put them. Because it just goes on all these price guide books. And they're small. They are small. They're about this size, but really thick. I might get a couple of them. I might look through them and just see which ones look the best. But on the whole, I don't know if I want to get all of them. I don't know what I do with them all. And a lot of it is, you know, already in these books here. I'm not looking for prices anyways. But the information's always wonderful to have, of course. But you can only say it so many times, you know, your information here. So... yeah, it's these bigger books that really hold the information, and it's got little pictures of every little thing. It's a lot of little reading, and it's just little 1-inch, half-inch reading. That's it. So you're not getting much, you know. That's the thing. I like these ones here. They give a little bit more in depth, and especially about the companies. It was something I was reading about some of the companies, how a company would start off. And a few years later, they would meet up with another company, and they merge. And they either take part of each other's names, or adopt one name, or make up a new name. And so this is why it's hard sometimes to find out who did your doll belong to, because of those reasons. So it was really interesting to read about how companies merged with one another, and whose doll belonged to who, and was this your doll in the beginning, and was this your doll in the beginning, and then you made dolls together once you merged, and this is the thing. So anyways, once I was done with that, I went over to our Mission store. I don't get to it very often, but I picked up, I thought this was a bathing suit at first. So I kind of didn't look at it too thoroughly until I saw the buttons in the crotch area here. And that's when I saw, I love this lace, and it's a little sunsuit. And again, I think this is the stuff that's coming from China again. It's cotton, though. There's no tags in it, which is typical, I find, for some of that stuff that's coming in. I'm finding this stuff is, but I think it's cute in its own way. I'm going to put it on a doll this summer. We'll see who it will fit. But it's for a bigger baby, of course. But I thought I'd try it out. And I love the antique type lace look to this, you know, going around the sunsuit. On the back, it's got a little bit more frills that hang down, you know. But it's just cotton, you know. It's not bathing suit. Once I start touching it and everything, I thought it was a bathing suit. But it's not a bathing suit at all. And this goes around the neck. And, yeah, it's quite cute, you know. And I only paid 99 cents for it. Mission Thrift Store. So, yeah, I was really pleased with that. So, no real size on it or anything. It says 0 to 6X, so 0 to 24. Yeah, so it was in the children's size, so children's part. But that was all they had there that interested me. But other than that, that's what I got today. I'm more pleased about the books than anything. So again, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll be bringing these books out here and there. I'll be sprinkling them in as we move along in the doll world, and I'll be showing you little pieces of information and things that we might want to know more about our doll. And when questions are asked to me, I've got a little bit more clout now to go look up things. You know, that's what I like about this. One thing in my shop, I do want to build a library part, a section for my books. I want just a section where I can just go and grab. I don't want it on my workstation. I want a library of its own, and that's why I want to work on my upstairs and have a library up there with shelves built where I can put my books up there and have them displayed. So if I need something, I walk up there, go grab a book, and I can then, you know, do my research. So that's something I'm working on. I want a little library area up there just for books where I get it built. A carpenter comes in and builds me a nice little shelving area just for books. That's what I'm looking for. So a lot of stuff coming up ahead here, but wonderful, wonderful stuff. Anyways, I'm going to go read the thing I got to read right now is my sales, my grocery sales, because I got to do some grocery shopping coming up because the house is looking a little sparse. But anyways, thank you for joining me. Tell me what you think about these books. What interests you? What book did you like the most? And, you know, what you think about all this. You know, like I say, for 20 bucks, you can't go wrong. But anyways, thumbs up, please, if you can. I would appreciate that. And a comment is always nice because why? That's my mail in the air. We don't have to worry about a mailman delivering that one. Thanks again for joining me. And we'll be coming back really soon with a lot more. Bye-bye.